Whatever recording I was making prior, we're gonna trash that because I don't know what was happening to that video. But we're here, we're live, we're direct. Shout out to the chat. Shout out for Tiff for stopping by. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to Tiny for being in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Let's get into another reaction. That is a long name that I will not say. Anyway, welcome back to the Flex Mind Network. I'm the original Anomaly. Welcome back to the channel. Yo, right here. Come on, right here in the small box. All right, we got a video by Jamari. Listen, the only reason why I know about Jamari is because I've been watching D Chanel. If you know about D Chanel on YouTube, then you know what kind of videos she be watching. She be watching videos from Jamari for a while, and I've been watching too. I've been watching along. But it's about time that I get into it and do this myself. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. If you're in the chat, thank you for stopping by. Let's get straight into this video. All right, let's go.
Officially responded to Drake, and they have basically told him, it's over, my guy. They slapped him with this 25-page rebuttal to the judge, where they essentially played the exact same game that Drake's lawyers were playing, using song lyrics both against Drake and to
D Chanel's dope. I like D Chanel too.
Only in this case,
absolutely
freaking. Where Drake was using academics' YouTube streams and
what's that last part though?
For reference.
Yeah, I wanted all this while I strive for it. This me, you'll never hear a reply for it.
Drake. Plaintiff, one
that's
of the most
crazy.
Successful recording artist of all time, lost a rap battle that he provoked and in which he willingly participated. Instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be, he has sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to salve his wounds. Plaintiff's complaint is utterly without merit and should be dismissed with prejudice. Basically, they came out swinging and making the point that everyone else already has, that if Drake had been victorious in this battle of public perception, that he would not be suing anyone. In fact, he would likely be going on the Fuck Kendrick tour just like he did with Meek Mill. They even note here that Drake himself was encouraging Kendrick to drop a response to him for weeks.
Oh, absolutely. Got you. I understand now.
And that he had the red button on deck if they did, which most people now assume was his Family Matters track. And well, we all know how that ended. Essentially, UMG comes from the angle that both
yo, I don't think y'all understand how much I love Meet the Grams. I love the fact Kendrick is a psychopath, but in the right way. I love Meet the Grams for the fact that it came out, what, 15 or 20 minutes after Family Matters. And I love the content in the song. I love everything. I love the Dear Baby Girl. You know, I love Meet the Grams so much. I love it so much. Y'all don't understand. Like, god damn.
Hyperbolic things about each other. Obviously, Drake was called to PDF.
Oh, shoot. Oh, we got someone new in the chat. We got Mahir. What's good, Mahir? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by, my boy.
And the Grammys. Oh, God, and at the Oscars, too.
Well, we're halfway through the show, which means it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call...
Listen to Cage Trap Daily Duppy.
And Kendrick was called to wife...
Saying that's the wave right now?
Drake says is fathering the love child of his partner and his...
That diss track is absolutely crazy.
Dave Free. Basically, UMG is saying that...
Aubrey must cry when he hear that. Valid.
In his lawsuit, both actually committed their share of defamation.
Oh, me too. Don't worry.
As the vehicle to
me too,
so,
Tiny.
And that this is actually an attempt to basically limit or restrict Kendrick's right to free speech and creativity, and that the implications of this lawsuit is something that Drake has signed petitions against in the recent past, using song lyrics as facts in court.
Mind, body, and soul, you need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it.
These are all things I said when the lawsuit first reared its ugly head, that there was no logic behind his claims because he did all the same.
That's a good song, by the way.
For instance, in alternate reality where photos surfaced of Whitney being all beaten and battered, we might be looking at a totally different outcome. But to the victor goes the spoils, and for Drake's claims of adultery and abuse, there was little to no evidence to point to. That's why the claims really did not stick. Next, they really go through Drake's career and highlight the fact that they had a successful business partnership for the greater part of the last 2 decades, making him one of the most popular artists in the world during that time.
This business is selling the record, but everything that they said that they did for Kendrick is something they did for him.
and then they break down the lyrics of the songs from the beef to kind of just display that both of these men were talking their shit to each other. Then, seemingly impatient with the time it was taking Lamar to respond, Drake released tailor-made freestyle on Instagram. The recording uses artificial intelligence to make it sound as if the voices of deceased rap icon Tupac and rapper Snoop Dogg are rapping Drake's lyrics.
He did the Tupac thing.
Give me 50.
Yeah, doing the Tupac AI thing. Right. You know, you talk about feeling disrespect. I mean, the whole coast, we love
Facts.
Tupac. Right. You know what I'm saying? The world loved Tupac.
Drake
Facts.
urges Lamar in the voice of Tupac to talk about Drake liking young girls. I mean, y'all
The
have
Jig
to
It Up
remember,
is
Drake
so
said the
good.
Epstein
It's
angle
so
was what he
good.
expected. That he plotted for weeks and fed Kendrick this information. They also note that these rumors of him having questionable relationships with underage girls in the entertainment industry
He
have
brought
been
it up?
circulating for almost a decade. They even
That's
cite
a
yearly
crazy
video
photo.
of him and the 17-year-old girl on stage at his concert from 2000.
The fact that they used this in the lawsuit, Drake needs to be quiet. Stop talking. Tell your lawyer to abort mission. You look crazy, bro. You're on stage, my dog. I think he was around 24 years old. This man sit there, literally kiss girl, dude. She's 17, my nigga. There's no way you can friggin' like word around that shit. It's right there. It's right there. Like, yo, this is crazy. This is insane. Holy shit, bro. Oh my god. Like, yo, shut up. Shut up for real.
10. Remember, Drake is the one who specifically brought up Millie Bobby Brown on The Heart Part 6, and to me I've always seen that as sort of a self-report, because while Kendrick said, oh, you like these young girls, he never mentioned any of them by name. And in his own voice, Drake raps,
Since like that, your tone changed a little. You're not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It feels like you kinda removed. You try and let this shit die down. Nah, not this time. You following through. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What the fuck is taking so long? We waiting on you.
and then obviously the nuke was dropped on his head top. Now they really continue to harp on the back and forth.
We got Susie in the building.
I
Thank
saw
you for
Drake
stopping
fans
by.
online saying that this was pathetic, but it's like, how do you not realize that they are just being petty and showing Drake how slippery the slope he's trying to create is? They also say that he has zero grounds for his defamation case, and I feel like he...
Girl, you just realized that? Listen, any friendship that you see Drake have is contractual. Is absolutely contractual. Yachty might be an outlier, like Lil Yachty. He might be an outlier for real. But the only people that are his friends are like the entourage from Toronto. And then you got Chubbs. But Drake don't got friends for real, bro. He has acquaintances.
Even if he did, he should be suing Kendrick.
Oh, you been
not
sick? You okay,
UMG,
Susie? I hope
because
you
the
good.
words
For real, I
said
hope you
with
good.
alleged malice all came out of his mouth. They then cite several defamation lawsuit attempts that public figures filed. They quickly got dismissed. For those of you that don't know, defamation is extremely hard for a public figure to try
Facts.
and prove. And to say someone acted with true malice is almost impossible to prove. Basically, the filing says, Drake, you are a huge hypocrite and a really sore loser, and you have no justification for your claims that will hold up in court.
I study rap battles for a living.
So this is honestly going exactly like I thought it would, and it's even funnier to watch all the Drake dick riders crash out on Twitter.
Yup.
It's been damn near a year since this all started, and they have fought tooth and nail every single day, trying to twist and turn the narrative.
That's
in
good,
their
Susie.
favor.
That's good.
Embarrassing.
Obviously, Drake's not fucking banging underage girls.
He can get any girl he wants.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like, I think Drake won that beef. Drake revived Kendrick's career.
100%.
Yeah, come on. I mean,
It's really
Yo, this is insane. People still say that. The fact that, how do people say that and be happy with themselves at night? How do you say that knowing that you're not, you're. This is me being Kanye right now. I don't understand. I don't understand these kids, bro. And what their name, Nelk Boys or whatever? Yo, as much as I want a sponsorship from Nelk Boys, yo, forget them, bro. What the hell's wrong with these people, bro? How you gonna sit there and say Drake won the battle? Talking about Drake revived Kendrick's career, forgetting that this man is a 17-time Grammy Award-winning artist, rap artist, mind you, Pulitzer Surprise Award-winning artist. Drake keep talking about his pen, but there's no, you can't make this up. Drake loves to talk about his pen, but Kendrick Lamar got an award for his pen. Yo, what is wrong with these? I hate these motherfuckers so much, bro. I hate them so much. You don't understand. This shit stressed me out for real. It stresses me out so much because, like, yo, how can you sit there and say something that's not true? Bro, literally, the art of hip-hop was on display with Euphoria, 616 in LA, Meet the Grams, and Not Like Us. You literally have hip-hop on display. Literally. The rawest form of hip-hop. The bars, the metaphors, how you articulate everything. You know, your ad-libs. You know, having the voice change. Applying character. It all was on Kendrick's side. Drake didn't do nothing. He was just lying. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. You doing your nails for real? Look, yo, I need my nails buffed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know I got a buffer brick around here, but I need my nails buffed for real, you know? I need to do some little filing. Yo, y'all gonna mess with me if I do a little filing on the stream? Like, I'm serious, by the way.
Kendrick did permanent damage to some of these fools. Like, they're out here hiding his albums at the store.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Doxing people and threatening lives over Billboard charts. This one girl, the Kendrick fan, even went out to the place that they were going to meet up to fight.
If any of y'all wanted to know, I am here. I'm still here. Yeah, still waiting.
Now, to me, both of these people should be ashamed of themselves, because they have let this internet shit go way too far. They are way too invested. Like, whether you like Drake or Kendrick, it will never be worth losing your life.
And then they get people to push a narrative, and then you become a human bot.
Bingo.
Don't be a bot-ass nigga. You know, don't be programmed to say something that's not true because it's somebody else's agenda because you heard other bots say it.
And even when Drake dropped his most recent album on Valentine's Day, which I actually thought was a decent record, his fans couldn't even truly enjoy it because their boogeyman had and has had the #1 song in the world with Luther, and has now been beating Drake's album in sales months after GNX was released. An album with half the amount of songs, by the way, with several of his singles retaining very high placement on the charts. And this was all despite Drake allegedly paying people trying to manufacture trends for songs from his new album.
Just break down what you've been doing with Drake and Party Next Door's team for their album launch. We did 53 million views in a week. His album went #1.
Yo, Tiny, don't play with me. I pull up for real. I want my nails done. I want my nails looking nice. You know what I'm saying?
In 7 days, they gave us a budget to pay out.
But no color though. Just, you know, buff, clear coat. You know, something simple. I want my things, you know. I want them perfect. You know what I'm saying?
To make like videos reacting to it, lip syncing, dancing, and you guys basically created like the Nokia trend. Yeah, it's cooking right now. I can't escape it.
That is the exact same shit that he was accusing Kendrick and Unity of doing to manufacture a hit like us. While his fans encourage people to stream the album in their sleep, and some of them were even out here buying 30 copies to try and propel him up the charts. And that's not to even mention the accounts who have been running propaganda plays with steak ads for the last 9 months, spreading blatant lies every single day to millions of accounts. And even comparing his situation to Emmett Till, like some of y'all have lost the fucking plot. On another front though, I did want to talk about Drake's tour in Australia.
The one he canceled?
Canceled about halfway through, with his team stating that it was due to a scheduling conflict.
So Drake has actually just canceled the remaining dates on the Australia.
Shout out Lauren, bro.
They suppressing him in Australia too? UMG reached crazy.
Get on my nerves.
Wow.
Which people were not buying at all.
Fans are pissed off because they have all these shows now that are canceled, and they're trying to figure out what is happening because the reason that was given was just scheduling conflict.
Tiny, when I'm not broke, how about that?
For like that that makes no sense. What is a scheduling conflict? This is supposed to be a tour. Y'all supposed to have it together. They're like, he's not committed to his fans. They think that there's something underlying here. There's something really, really wrong. I don't know how oversight like that happens, though, on a tour this big.
Exactly. And since he stopped the shows, he has made non-stop public appearances. So it seems that the schedule was pretty cleared up all along. This cancellation led to
I do what I can, you know.
The tour was not selling as well as he thought it would. And even looking at some of these videos, the crowd looks much weaker than what you would expect.
Yup. It's the my guy. It's not an orchestra. You're not a conductor, bro. Just rap the track, my nigga. All right, perfect. You make sure you get that buffer ready for me. You hear me? This nigga said, "Yo, you can't make this up, bro. You cannot make this up. This is incredible."
Other than that, every night this shit basically turns into a charity case.
Oh my god!
Break for money, and of course he had to go on yet another rant on the fakeness.
Yo, don't Aubrey look like a bad bitch? Yo, don't Aubrey look like a bad bitch for real, bro? Look at him. Look at him. Boy, stop. Like, no way. No way.
The entertainment industry crying about everyone who decided to turn their back on him in what he describes as his weakest moment.
For my family, for my friends.
Oh, here we
all the
go.
collaborators, all the producers, all the other artists that I work with, the ones that didn't turn pussy, I mean, the ones that still real, you know.
So Drake clearly is still out to self-victimize himself, and the dude is still extremely hurt. Like at the end of the day,
This guy's in pain
Drake's
for real.
reputation, fame, and status almost seemed more important to him than the actual money. And now a lot of that has obviously been stripped away. I mean, just looking at that moment from the Oscars, it was the most talked about thing of the night.
Yep.
In terms of the petition he had filed against iHeartRadio, trying to see the payola discovery, they have come to a resolution with iHeart saying, in exchange for documents that showed iHeart did nothing wrong, Drake agreed to drop his petition. No payments were made by either one of us. Remember that Drake's stance was that iHeart had received illegal payments, aka payola, from UMG to boost the radio play of the #1 song in the world. This was settled by a judge with prejudice, meaning that Drake cannot go back and try and open this back up. And that is kind of the exact way I see this UMG lawsuit playing out. And I just really can't shake the thought, like, why did you have to do this, Drake? Like, even if he somehow wins, it sets a horrible precedent for rap, freedom of speech, and really all forms of artistic expression that are protected by that. All this guy had to do was take his L on the chin and move on.
So wait, hold on, Tiny, hold on a second. So, based on your comment that you just shared with the chat, let me get this right. Because of the secondhand embarrassment that you witnessed, did that make you turn your TV off?
A big enough fan base, and he just dropped a good enough
That is
record
crazy.
where the conversation would have begun to move past the beef. In fact, I think people were getting a little bit fatigued of it, seeing the Grammys, seeing the Super Bowl. I think it felt like 100% done. It felt 100% milked. It felt like the moment had kind of passed, but it's like he just keeps extending it. He keeps turning the stove back on only to burn his own hand. Either way, I want to know what you guys think about this latest update down below. I also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other rap beef out here needs to be covered, so I'm out. Peace.
Yo, shout out to Jamai, bro. I like that video, bro. I think that's my first... I think that's either my first or second time reacting to a Jamari video when I think about it. Shout out D Chanel, bro. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't know about this dude. You know? So, that's what's up. Hey, all I can say is, Drake, shut that thing down, bro. Shut it down. Get rid of that lawsuit, bro. After what UMG said, bro, and seeing what your lawyer said, yo, the fact that UMG gave this nigga about what, 32 pages and then gave him another 25, if I'm correct? The fact that UMG did that and all your lawyer did was put out a paragraph? Bro, you're not winning. You're not winning for real. They can go and adjust what they need to adjust to cover their asses. You know how they gonna move. They be like, you know what, maybe you're right, but you're still not gonna win this court case. You know what I'm saying? They can go do what they do, but it's still not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, excuse-moi, Jesus. It's still not gonna work though. That's the thing. Just found a new video. My screen is on from I get up until I go to bed. Asking for those contracts is crazy work. Asking for anything at this point in the lawsuit is insane work. The contracts is one thing. But the fact that we have to come to seeing the contracts is ridiculous. It's this, yo. And I'm gonna stand and die on this hill. Yo, seeing Drake do what he does, knowing that he's from Canada, he's killing the wave here for us for real, bro. He's killing the wave. I don't care what anyone says. I see this pathway and it's not looking good right now. A lot of people are not gonna mess with Canadians when this is done. Let's make it clear. When this is done, it's not going to look good at all. I feel like I need to have a conversation with a bunch of like Canadian producers, Canadian artists, because we need to have an honest conversation with each other. Because now that we're at a point where this is what it's going to be, we need to be honest with ourselves. Because now we have to step up our talent and our work ethic to compete with the rest of the world. When you're here in Canada, you're no doubt going to have an opportunity to be a top-tier artist. We do have the producers here for that. But we're not producing top-tier music. It's an issue. So we need to sit and talk about the future of the music industry in Toronto or in Canada in general. Because right now, it's not looking good at all. It's wild and he might as well get to it. Facts. He's just trying to figure out how to negotiate his contract correctly. Hey, I don't even disagree with you on that part at all, to be honest. I feel like he wants to see his contract and try to mimic it so he can feel better about himself at night. But overall, Canadians really need to figure out a way how to... Who is Reverend Day Month? Anyway, Canadians need to really understand that the situation that we are currently in, we really need to step up our work ethic and like really approach this thing with realistic values. At the end of the day, the competition is definitely America, but you have the rest of the world to deal with now. We need to be making music for the world and not just Canada. Because that's how you get eyes and ears on Canada. You make music for the world, bruh. If you're making music for the people that just live in Canada, that's going to be your fan base. That's not smart. That's not real. That's stupid as hell, to be honest. If you're making music for people in the city, congratulations. Now you just subjected yourself to only making music for the city. You think people outside of this damn country gonna like this? Bro, we have one of the worst accents known to man. I don't care what anybody says. Our accent, that Toronto man accent, is terrible. That nasally, slow sound. Nah, bro, keep that. Keep that for real. I know a lot of Canadians are going to get mad at me for what I say, but we're going to have to speak the honest truth right now. The music industry that we have going on with us right now is terrible. Too many people at the top gatekeeping and not enough artists making it through. It's a sad world we live in right now. Only thing we can do is actually organize ourselves and really get to work for real, but what can we do? Is that me? Oh my God, I just realized that. Is that me? That tripped me out for a second. All right, so that's